Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SportsBook Review, and you can join in the conversation on Twitter, #SBRNatalie. Now, both Manchester City and Liverpool won their opener matches of the season, but will there be one clear winner here in this head-to-head, or will we see a draw? Well, joining us now to help us with our predictions is Lee Phelps from William Hill's In Play Radio. Lee, thanks for being here today.
No problem, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, me too. Now, looking at the winners market, the odds clearly suggest a home win that's priced at 1.91 with Paddy Power, whilst Liverpool's odds for the win is 4.33 with Coral. Do you agree with this, or will it be a little bit closer, do you think?
It does seem a bit too far apart, don't they? I mean, Man City showed why they're champions at Newcastle, soaked up so much pressure. No, Newcastle aren't amazing, but, you know, we're under the cosh, if you like, for a little while, and just scored when they wanted, basically, didn't they? Aguero comes on, scores. You know, it's just like normal, normal service resumed. I thought they'd be a little bit rustier than that. So I can understand why the bookmakers, like Man City to win at home. I do agree with that, I think. It might be a little bit too far apart, but I think that's what the result will be in the end.
Will you play the market then, 1.91?
Yeah, look, it depends on team news, doesn't it? It depends on everything coming out. On Monday, if I know Man City are at full strength and I know Vincent Kompany's playing, I'll back them all day long. I just think they're so strong, Natalie. I'd be happy to back them. And I know Liverpool are great on the counter, but they've lost Suarez, and I still can't see how they're going to replace the goals. The thing with Liverpool for me, Natalie, is that they can replace Suarez if they're defensively better this season. So if they concede less goals, they don't miss as many of Suarez's goals, obviously, do they? Now the problem here is that I can see Man City scoring twice. Now Liverpool got 3 goals in them against a really top quality defence in Manchester City. I'm not so sure.
Well, you say they're missing the goals here. Can you actually see Liverpool scoring in this match?
Potentially, yeah, because they are quick on the break, and they've got quality players from set pieces. So potentially I could. But I think City will just swarm all over them in a way. That kind of all the pretty passing. I don't think it'll bother City too much. I think it'll be a nice little test for City. One thing about City, and it's worth watching, in the World Cup when the South American teams they employed those tactics where when they lost the ball on the halfway line or anywhere near the halfway line, they just commit a little foul, and regain possession. Let the opposition have the free kick, get back in defensive formation and carry on. City are starting to do that more and more. You watch out for those niggly little fouls from Manchester City. One market I do like in this is the bookings market. I think it could be a little feisty little game, this one. Quite early in the season for 2 of the big teams to be going head-to-head. And I think there could be a few bookings in this one. I'm not saying it's going to be like red cards and, 7 bookings. But I think, 4 or 5 bookings in this one could be worth a look. But I think Liverpool could score, but I don't think they can outscore Manchester City.
Yeah. Well, then which way then would you lean on their total goals market? The under 2.5 goals is priced at 2.2. The over 2.5 goals is priced at 1.73. Points to the 3 goals or more picture. Which way do you lean?
Yeah, I'd go with that. 3 goals or more. Yeah. I don't see Liverpool setting up for a 0-0 draw. They're an attacking kind of team, aren't they? A passing kind of team. And I think there's something a little bit different. It's a little bit of a cliche, but under the lights on a Monday night as it gets darker and darker in England here. I know it's still August, but the weather's not great. I've even got a jumper on today. Look, it's I think there will be goals. I can see. Look, I don't think it'll be loads of goals. I can see a 2-1 win for Manchester City. Wouldn't be surprised if they're winning 2-1 if they eke another one out near the end. But 2-1 I'd go for. So over 2.5, but just.
All right, well then that backs up my bet here. My tip for this match would be the home win, and it's City minus 0.5 on the Asian handicap line. That's priced reasonable, 1.91 at Ladbrokes. Will you be joining me with that bet, or do you have some others in mind?
I think I'd just go for the Man City win on its own. I'm just happy to back Man City in this one. I think they started the season nicely. It's a difficult game for them. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I think it's a nice test for them. I think they're easing into the season. The Community Shield wasn't great. Good win at Newcastle. Back it up with a home win against Liverpool, and the champions are up and running.
All right, so a City win here, but maybe the tip here would maybe to wait in Saturday and Sunday until you place your bet.
Yeah, I would personally. Yeah. I'd wait until I've got some idea on the team news. But once we've seen the press conferences from the 2 managers and know where we are with who's going to play. If Aguero starts, don't think he will, but if he starts, I'd be even more confident on City.
All right, wonderful. Lee Phelps from In Play Radio. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem.